Good morning, student. Today in theme C6, we will start our next topic, the third order peasants. In peasants, there were the two type of the peasants, free peasant and unfree peasant. And after that, we will discuss about the England and then the environment, the factors affecting the social and economic relations and the environment. Okay, so all this topic today we will cover in our this video. The third order peasants. Now, the vast majority of the people, namely those who sustain the first two orders, cultivators. Cultivators means peasants, those who were the two types or the two kinds, free peasants and the serfs. Serfs means those who serve, das. Free peasants held their names as the tenants of the lords. The men had a render military services, and peasants at least 40 days every years they were also gave their military services. Peasant families had to set aside certain days of the week, usually 3, but often more, when they would go to lord's estate and work there. The output from such labor, called labor rent, would go directly to the lord, and in addition they could be required to do other unpaid labor services like the digging, ditching ditches, then gathering firewood, building fences, and repairing the roads and buildings. So all these type of the works were also done by these peasants, these free or unfree peasants. The spun thread wove clothes, made candles, and pressed grapes to prepare wine for the Lord use. These were also uh, given by the women and the children on that time. There was one tax. We all that tax was called the tally. The tax was called tally that the king sometimes imposed on the peasants. The clergy and the nobles were exempted from this type of the tax. That on that time the peasant they were also gave one more tax, except this that tithe we already discussed in our last video. The peasant they were also gave one more tax to the king, that tax known as the tally tax. Okay, but the clergy and the nobles both were exempted from this tax. Serfs. Serfs cultivated plots of land, and but these belonged to the lords. Much of the produce from this had to be given to the lord, and they also had to work on the land which belonged exclusively to the lord. So these serfs could use only their lord's mill or grind their flour, his oven to bake their bread, and his wine press to distill wine and beer. The lord could decide whom a serf should marry, or might give his blessing to the serf's choice, but on payment on a fee. That on the serfs they were fully captured by the lords. Now, the England land of angels, feudalism developed in England from the 11th century. We already discussed this one. Angels and Saxons from the Central Europe. They came from the Central Europe and got settled in England during the 6th century. The name of the country England is modification of the Angles land, as England was inhabited by the angels. Feudalism developed, I already told you that this feudalism also developed in the 11th century. This line is very, very important for 1 mark question. Now, our next topic is factors affecting the social and economic relations. while members of the first two orders saw the social system as stable and unchanging. And there were the several processes which were transforming the system. Some of these, such as the changes in the environment, were the gradual and almost imperceptible. And imperceptible means too slight to be noticed. Others were more dramatic, like the changes in the agriculture technology and land use. This is in turn was shaped by and had an effect on the social and economic ties between lords and vassals. Let us examples these process one by one. Now, first of all, I am telling you about the environment. From the 5th to the 10th century, most of the Europe was covered with the vast forest. Thus, the land available for agriculture was limited. The vast area was covered by the forest, so agricultural land was very limited on the 5th to 10th centuries. Peasants dissatisfied with their condition could flee from oppression and take refuge in the forest. On that time, the peasants were too much dissatisfied with their conditions or with their miserable life. They wanted to go away from this, they wanted to leave this life, and they were also went to the forest area. Europe was undergoing an intensely cold climate spell in this period. This led to severe and prolonged winter, a shortened growing season for crops, and reduced yield from the agriculture. So, this was the main reason that the climate was changed. Now, extreme cold was spread up in this area, and the growing crops, the season of the growing crops was very, very short. So the effect is also going on the agriculture, their production also very less, their yield reduces. Okay, from the 11th century, the Europe entered a warm phase. Average temperature increased in the 11th century. Now we again saw the temperature increased. Okay, the warm phase and the average temperature increased, which had a profound effect on the agriculture. Now the peasant now had a long growing season, and the soil now less subject to frost and could be more easily plowed. Now the soil becomes some fertile, and they were easily use the plowing on that area on their soil. Now the environmental historians have noted that there was a significant receding to the forest line in many parts of the Europe, and this made expansion of the area under the cultivation possible. Now we see the cultivation area becomes expanded now in this time. Okay student, next topic we will cover in our next video. Thank you.